Hello and welcome to the quick take here after Fulham's 3-1 win over Sheffield United. This is going to be a very quick take today, and with Drew, hello.
Hello.
We've just done the Fulhamish live show here at the Half Moon in Putney, so we're a bit merry and we're all a little bit giddy, I think, after Fulham's win and a successful live show. Thank you to everyone that came tonight, but we thought we should do a quick take. So Drew, a 3-1 win, had to happen today. We had to win. We got the job done, but it was maybe a little bit of a glossy scoreline.
Yeah, so I said earlier, we've beaten everybody that we should beat, but I'm still not sure whether we're good or whether we're not. But ultimately today doesn't really matter. You get put in front of Sheffield United, the bottom team in the Premier League, where you're said, right, you're at home, you need to beat the bottom team in the league, go and do it. And we did it. And considering we have no striking options to speak of that are any good, apparently, I don't subscribe to that, but we shuffled the deck, yada, yada, yada. Marco Silva today played the hits in terms of he did everything that everybody wanted. He moved Raul out for Vinicius. He put in Iwobi for Decordova-Reid. And so he's done everything that he's supposed to do. And it all paid off. And ultimately, that's all that matters.
I mean, the first half was so dull. It was painful to watch at times, and it is just incredible how I feel like this free-flowing Fulham team just looks so stagnant going forward. And we got the job done, and we shouldn't be complaining. We scored 3 goals, we won the game, we got the job done. But yeah, it does feel tough to watch Fulham at the moment.
Yeah. So I think we've chopped the head off the beast, haven't we? We've got rid of Mitrovic. We haven't got any. So now at the moment we're like a salamander going through the desert with no head, and it's going to be a difficult watch, I think, all season. I think we have to get used to that. But ultimately, we've got to where we want to be. So far this season at the Cottage, we've had nothing really to cheer about. The win against Luton was really, it was attritional. Today was actually the best it's probably been all season. But the other 2 games, we've had nothing really to shout about. So I think today we should probably look at it and say, actually, today was the best we've had. So knowing that this season's going to be a bit tough, let's enjoy it.
We should say all our thoughts with Chris Basham. A horrible leg break. 14 minutes of added time because of it. It was a really long. I didn't see it. I don't know if I'm going to go back and watch it either. I think I've been told enough times that it was horrible. My eyes were just distracted elsewhere when it happened, but it was completely out of nothing. And I guess all we can do is just hope that they stitch it back together swiftly for him, because it was just a horrible moment.
Yeah, you never want to see it, and obviously it was 14 minutes extra onto the half, and look, you can tell the bad ones from the hushness of the crowd, and I didn't see it, but it's one of those innocuous ones. I think he crossed it in, and his resting foot landed, and it's those that are often the worst. And somebody like Chris Basham, who's a veteran of the game, who we associate with Sheffield United, and we have done for many years, it's going to be a tough one. Tactically, it probably benefited Sheffield United in the sense that they got into half-time with it 0-0, which is probably what everybody wanted, but yeah, thoughts to Chris Basham for sure.
Yeah, horrible. Decordova-Reid got that first goal, and I feel like a little bit of vindication for him. He'll have been pretty livid not to be involved at all in that Chelsea game. Didn't even get to come off the bench when the wingers were struggling, and I think that we just always look like a little bit of a better team with Bobby Decordova-Reid on the pitch.
I extol his virtues every time he plays, like his composure on the ball, the way he moves, like his intelligence, reading the game. It's only a matter of time before BDR becomes a starter, because he's so good.
Yeah. And Cairney, nice to see him get on the score sheet. A weird goal. I've watched it back numerous times, and I'm not really sure what the hell happened. He kind of slipped. I thought it was going to go and hit the bar. It then kind of hit the post, went back off Fotheringham. Bit weird. He was shushing someone as well after his celebration was interesting. I'd like to know who he was shushing.
Maybe the haters, I don't know. Honestly, that was such a great shot and a great goal, and I've watched it about 3 times, and look, if it's off Fotheringham's head and if he hits it off his other shin, I don't know. I've watched it 3 times. I can't see what's really wrong with it. And I'm getting on in my years, and my eyes aren't as good as they were, but it looked like a great shot, looked like a great goal. And as many times as we can see Cairney score for Fulham, savour it. I love him. Happy to have him do it. If it came off Fotheringham's head, fine, but it was already going in. Can we really give that against Cairney? I feel like it's still a Cairney goal.
Yeah, it seems a bit mean for that to have to go down. No, Fothering doesn't want it. Cairney wants his goals. Yeah, it feels a little bit harsh not to give him the goal. Willian made it 3-1, kind of put the icing on the cake, really, because it looked like it was going to be a narrow 2-1 win. A 3-1 just makes it a little bit more, okay, better job at the office than maybe we expected for a lot of the afternoon.
Yeah, it was a real good sort of icing on the cake. But I tell you what, like we talk a lot about Solomon last year with his trademark goals. Willian is the same in many ways, but they can't save it. He literally hits, he cuts in, he hits it straight at the keeper. They can't save it. If they can't save it, who cares how they scored? It's a trademark Willian goal. I loved it. I love that he got on the score sheet after what was a really bad performance on Monday for him, from his standards. He was kept in the side by Silva. He repaid that faith. Icing on the cake, happy days, 3-1. It's close to as a routine win as you can get in the league at the moment. Love it.
Bit of a weird goal that Sheffield United scored. Issa Diop kind of got injured literally in the build-up to the goal, and it definitely contributed to it because I think Issa Diop was about to clear it before he then pulled up with a hamstring. I hope he's not too badly injured. And kind of trying to work out what the hell Robinson was doing, but I think it deflected into him. It was a bit harsh, but hey, let's not dwell on the goal we conceded. Let's focus on the fact that we got 3 points, 3 wins in the league this year. It's far from perfect, but we move. 4 difficult games to come up, so it's good to have some points in the bank. Drew, thank you. Back to your beer.
Thank you very much. I'm very pleased.
And we'll see you soon. Thanks.